1. We are live. What is going on, everyone? Rough game. This is not how we wanted to finish this road trip. We still ended up 3-2 on the road trip, but we just didn't have it today on every single instance, right? I mean, it just couldn't make free throws, couldn't hit shots, couldn't get stops. No matter what we did, it was a bad game all around. Nobody really, outside of Troy Brown, no one really came to play today, is what it looked like, which sucks. This is a real opportunity. Got the 500, ended up not only getting the 500, but LeBron comes back. It's like, oh, great. Like this is a great spot. We're energized, we're pumped, we're excited, all of that stuff. And just didn't have it. But diving into everything real quick, thank you all so much for being here at this time. I really appreciate you all hanging out with me. Anybody that's tuned in and watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. But let's dive into the box scores here, and then we'll jump into the chat per usual. Troy Brown Jr., he was, like I said, the one real bright spot in today's game. 18 points, 4-9 from 3. He had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. He was doing everything he could this game. You had Anthony Davis with 15, 9, 5, 1, and 1. Although he got into foul trouble early, which really hurt us and kind of set us back a little bit. That didn't help at all. Reeves, 13 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds. He was, again, I felt trying to do a little too much at times, but, hey, that's how it goes. Schroeder gave us 17 and 5. Beasley gave us 18. He was 6 of 14 from 3. Hopefully that'll get him back into the swing of things. Hopefully this will be nice. He hit a couple threes down the stretch. So it'd be nice if he can kind of find his rhythm going into Wednesday's game against these Bulls again, which now we really got to win that game. LeBron, first game back, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. He was 6 of 11 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. But free throws are killing us. I mean, even Schroeder missed a free throw, which he's been automatic. AD continues to struggle from the free throw line. That is just terrible. But in general, again, just a bad game. Guys just didn't show up today. That's what it boils down to. But let's dive into the chat. We really need D'Lo back ASAP. Yeah, I mean, obviously, D'Lo helps a lot with scoring, playmaking. He's been really good off the ball for the Lakers so far. So it'd be nice to have him come back this game or in the next game for the Bulls game, which I imagine he will. So the Lakers got outplayed, outcoached. AD didn't give us enough and got into foul trouble. Reeves and Vando didn't do much. Dennis and Malik played too many minutes. Lonnie didn't many minutes. Yeah, I mean, again, it just nobody really seemed to show up today. It was just a bad game. I would have liked Rui to play, but hey, when LeBron does leave, who would you choose between Anthony Edwards or Jaylen Brown? Probably Jaylen Brown. I really like Anthony Edwards, but I think Jaylen Brown would be easier to kind of build around. Rui should have played a little. I agree. They could have played Rui a couple minutes. Would have been nice to get him. I understand you're trying to get LeBron back into the game. You're trying to match up for defenses, but we couldn't get stops, right? And Rui wasn't going to really help with the stops. They just shot the lights out. We just had no defense at all. But it's all right. We'll bounce back. Like I said, it's first game. We're trying to get LeBron incorporated. LeBron had a couple just bad plays, which is understandable given trying to get back, right? Trying to force things to AD, stuff like that. We just didn't like this. Yeah, 805 said it perfectly. There was no chemistry whatsoever today. That's kind of what it looked like. It looked like we were just playing out there rather than like the team we've seen the last few games. But I expect them to get back. I expect them to figure it out. This is a team effort in this loss, but Ham had a role in this. Didn't play Rui a single minute and decided to run a lineup that was a minus 25 multiple times and took us out of the game. I mean, we were out of the game immediately. Like, we went on runs. This was absolutely a team effort from start to bottom, from the coach all the way down to the players. Like, this is just, the players didn't show up. Coaching, he could have made some other adjustments, some other changes, but I don't really know who on the bench would have changed the outcome of this game. Like I said, Rui's not stopping anybody. Like, Rui's not, preventing the Chicago Bulls from scoring. Maybe he gets hot, and hit some shots. I think we still lose this game. It was just a bad game. Lonnie needs to be benched. Lonnie should not get Rui's minutes yet. Reeves is cooked. I wouldn't say he's cooked. He just is trying to do too much now. It's like he's getting a little too over the top. Our defense was awful. I've never seen so little resistance. LaVine comes down the court and dribbles right past Beasley into the paint. Yeah, I mean, there was no defensive effort today. I mean, that's really what it was. It boiled down to just lack of defense and not making free throws and turning the ball over. We had an insane amount of turnovers. What do we finish with? We finished with 18 turnovers. You're not winning games turning the ball over 18 times. Turnovers, lack of free throws, and defense were the obvious issues in this game. But again, you're not going to win them all. We just got to bounce back. That's all it is. Coming in with super chats. Thank you so much. Electric coming in hot with $2 super chat. Troy needs to start at the 2. Beasley is terrible. I mean, Beasley started knocking down shots, so hopefully that is a good sign going forward. I wouldn't mind if they kept Brown at the 2, right? Go, D'Lo, Brown, Vando, LeBron, and AD, and then have Beasley come off the bench. I wouldn't mind that at all. I would rather that than Austin start at the 2, in my opinion. Because again, every time he seems to start, he seems to try to do too much rather than just playing the game. But again, thank you. Turnovers, bad shooting, and absolute fluke jump shooting night from the Bulls. When DeMar hits back-to-back threes, I knew it was one of those nights. Right swish, I mean, that's just kind of what it was. It was just, again, it was a bad game. It happens. Would it have been nice to blow these guys out, get this win at home, and finish the road trip 4-1? Sure. Would have been nice to get a game over 500? Sure. But again, it's just, you're going to have bad nights. Chicago showed up. The Lakers didn't. It's as simple as that, Bounce back, get the win, get back on a win streak, and let's go round out this. We got this road trip now, right? We got to win 3 out of 2, preferably 4 or 1 on this road trip. And if we can do that, I think we'll be fine. I think we will. I think we'll be back to where we need to be. But anyway, and then the music promoter coming in hot $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Rui could have slowed down LaVine. I disagree. Rui is not good guarding quicker guys. Like Rui's better at guarding the 4 than the 3, and LaVine's as a guard, like they're not going to put Rui on LaVine. And LaVine's speed and quickness would just blow by Rui, or he'd get into crazy foul trouble. It's just like you're not slowing down LaVine outside. If Vanderbilt couldn't slow him down, Rui's not slowing him down. Like Rui's not known as a defensive guy, right? Like Rui's actually below league average defensively. So I don't see him slowing down Rui or LaVine in any capacity. Could he have been more physical? Sure. But I think from an offensive purpose, you could have put him in, and then that would have helped. Maybe he could have gotten going and gave us some consistent offense that could have helped. But I don't see Rui checking LaVine by any means, at least personally. And I mean, if you look up the numbers would back that up. He is terrible against quicker wings. Imagine him against a smaller guard that's quick, lightning quick. I don't see it. But anyway, I appreciate you. I feel bad for all the Laker fans who paid season high ticket prices to see this game just to watch the Bulls bench players shoot open gym practice threes. Lakers Players Club party way too hard. Yeah, this was rough. This was a rough game. We strictly lost on turnovers. Yeah, turning the ball over, got to do a better job protecting the ball. Ham definitely got out coached. You can't wait until the team is down 15 to call a timeout. I mean, yeah, it's on the players. Again, I don't knock the coach entirely. Like, is the coach to be blamed? Yeah, of course. But guys have to play. Like people always seem to want the coach to blow all their timeouts in the first quarter. Like you can't. You got to let guys play. You got to let guys figure it out, especially early on. We cut it to 8 at halftime. Like we did our job. We got it to 8 at halftime, and then we just got blown out in the third, right? Like, so it's just like at some point you got to hold the players accountable. At some point it's like, okay, like the players just didn't show up today. Like Darvin Ham isn't out there playing defense. He isn't out there shooting shots. Guys gotta play the game. Black Panther, appreciate you. They need a big. Gabriel was getting bullied. He was. We do. Yeah, that Andre Drummond winning Gabriel matchup is not going to do it. It's not going to cut it at all. We gotta figure it out. And like I would like a big, like go sign a 10-day big because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it against the Bulls. We're gonna need it against Mini. We're gonna be playing Minnesota with Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns. Like we need to get a couple. We need to get a big is what we need to do. Like really bad. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. I assume it's impossible for Shooter to have 2 good games in a row and never happen, right? I mean, he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't like great. Hit that like button, everyone. Even in defeat, we have to help Tyler. Well, thank you, Sammy. I appreciate you. Yeah, if you're not subscribed, take a quick second, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't taken a second to like the video, hit that like button. It really helps me out a lot. You have no idea. But why was AD out of it today? Because he got in foul trouble early and we couldn't have him play. I just hear the oh no, we suck again from Waterboy. Turnovers, free throws, and defense killed us today. Yeah, absolutely. What does this put us in the standings? I believe it drops us to the 10th seed somewhere. Luckily, other teams continue to lose, but yeah, I believe this puts us. I mean, it depends on how other games shape up in the games tomorrow, but probably the 10th or 11th seed right now, which again, I mean, that's going to change by the day, right? This season's going to come down to the last like 2 games, right? Like Lakers are going to have to get 3 games over 500. So right now it says that they're still in 9th, but I could see them dropping to 10th tomorrow. And we're still there, but it's a bummer. Yeah, we fell asleep. It's all good. Get the win Wednesday. Exactly. Bounce back. That's all you got to do. You know, we're 3. We've won 3 out of our last 4 now. Go get the win. Let's do it. Turnovers and free throws cost us the game yet. We need to get them next time. We got it. You got back Wednesday. Let's do it. Needs to put up 28 shots. It's hard when you can't play like a quarter and a half. They made their shots. We didn't. Simple. Yeah, it happens. Lakers always suck in day games. That is very true. That is very, very true. Usually those mid-afternoon games are just not very good. Awful game. Everyone was bad apart from Troy Brown Jr. and Braun considering just come back. Yeah, you can't really put this on LeBron. It's on everyone else. AD sure didn't have it. He is so inconsistent. Need smelling salts or something. D'Lo is unreliable. I've never seen such weak injuries get milk so hard. Dude has soreness and sits multiple games. A simple day-to-day ankle sprain. Had him out 5 to 6 weeks. You also got to keep in mind it's the organization, and he wants a contract, right? Like last thing you want is he wants, and the organization wants him to get hurt. This isn't the 80s anymore. Not giving Hachimura an opportunity is somehow unacceptable. Yeah, that's the only like real knock that I have on him, like heavy knock, is you should have given him an opportunity. Yeah, we're still above the Mavs and OKC. Luckily, the Mavs are just falling apart. The Lakers just cannot be consistent to save their lives. I just don't see the Lakers making any noise because they can't stay consistent at all. I mean, time will tell. We just got LeBron back. That's going to help a lot. Reeves was disappointing. This wasn't on the coach. He's part of the blame, but it wasn't solely on the coach. Again, every loss can't be on the coach. Can't blame every loss on the coach, and every win is the players. At some point, you got to hold the players accountable. We should have definitely won this one. I still have faith in us for Wednesday, but this game was pathetic. We looked lost, and Braun went to the bench sometimes. Yeah, and we gotta just right the ship. That's all it is. Just right the ship. Some of these lineups were hella questionable. Ham needs to stop 4 guard lineups. We have Rui. Why not play him? Because they were running 4 guards. Like they were running Caruso, Bev, DeRozan, and Levine with like Drummond down low. You got to match that. Like, Rui's not slowing down. Like they put, Levine on him or something like that, or put, Caruso on him. Like he's not slowing those guys down. Darvin Ham was trying to match their players. Yeah, that's what it boiled down to. No injury. Why didn't Rui get minutes? How was Drummond a legit counter to Anthony Davis? I don't know. this, again, it was just a bad game. I think Rui should have gotten some minutes. Again, I don't think he changed the outcome of this game, but I definitely think he could have helped a little bit. I'm telling y'all, Lakers has a habit of trading wins for losses. It's going to be like that for the rest of these few games. Hopefully not. I mean, like I said, they've won. They lose one, they win three. So if they keep doing that, they'll be fine. So sad. It's our chance. Vu got ejected. Hopes we can come back next game. Yeah, that's all it is. Just got to bounce back next game. I don't know what happened to Rui. Rui should have gotten some minutes. Beasley is so bad. I mean, hopefully, like I said, hopefully he gets back into the swing of things. That would be nice. He did hit several threes down the stretch. Shot 42% from three. Hopefully that'll help him find his groove, but we'll see. Hasn't been a good sign lately. Chicago ran circles around slow and lethargic. Lakers, they absolutely did. Everyone blame AD when his teammates think they're MJ and taking all the shots. He really rarely got the ball yet. Only thing to take away from this game is that the Bulls are just a better team. The Bulls are definitely not a better team. They shot the lights out, and we still had a chance to win the game. Bulls were hotter. Yeah, that's all it was. But Chicago is definitely not a better team. They literally shot the lights out. We played one of the worst games probably with this team this season, and we still had a real shot to win this game. AD lack of shooting hurts us, along with his lack of aggression. Day 8 shots, almost fouling out, and missing half the straight throws is going to contribute to a loss, no matter how anyone else plays. I mean, agreed. He's got to step up. He's got to play better, but we also got to feed him the ball. You also got to get him the ball. LeBron seemed to be the only person trying to get him the ball, and he was forcing it at times. Bev is going to talk so much. Of course he is. The Bulls are not a better team. Yeah, they are definitely not a better team. Like I said, Lakers had one of their worst games of the season and still had a real chance to win this game. It felt like the Portland game. That's exactly how I felt. I was like, this was just a bad game. It was no bueno. Reeves played too much. He didn't have it this game. Yeah, but I mean, you want to trust the guys that you can trust. Reeves, he had his moments, but he was rough. Lineups did make sense given the team that the Bulls had out there. The guys that out there, Darvin Ham was just trying to match their guys. I think Rui's size would have affected shots from the Bulls. I mean, they're a perimeter team, right? And then you have him, they draw him out to the perimeter, and then they just blow by him. Anthony Davis was already in foul trouble. Anthony Davis might have fouled out by that point. I don't see him defensively. Maybe he affects a couple shots, but he's not. I don't see him changing the tide of the game. I do think he should have played, though. Bulls were on fire. Lakers had a terrible game, and it was still not even a guaranteed Bulls won. Their joke. Yeah, exactly. Hope they trade AD in the offseason. They're not going to trade AD in the offseason. Reeves didn't eat his Wheaties today. Yeah. Exactly. That's what it is. Literally. It's just it's the pendulum swing. I say it all the time. We win 3 games. We're the NBA champions. Lakers in 4. We're the greatest team to ever play basketball. And then you lose a game, and it's like, we suck. We're just the worst team in the league. Blah, 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 blah. It's just how it goes. Like, it happens. We just won 3 straight games. Teams have bad games, especially when a player that has been out weeks comes back, disrupts everyone's rhythm. Exactly. We'll be okay. Thank you, Blucka. Yes, don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I would greatly appreciate it. Take a second. Do all that. That would be wonderful. No Vando on Levine Ham. Let them go on an early run. I mean, usually don't. Usually have Vando guard whoever it was. And look, you had several guys shoot the lights out. I mean, it wasn't just Levine. It wasn't like Levine was the only one to kill us. Like, they had everybody kill us today. I mean, you had DeMar with 17. He's hitting back-to-back threes. Beverly with 10. Kobe with 13. And he was killing us early on. So what? You're supposed to switch Vando to Kobe. And then what? Now you leave Levine open. It's just pick your poison is what it boils down to. Is really what it was today. And we just didn't have it. That's just what it boiled down to. Good analysis. Once AD went out, the Lakers went down by 11 in the first minute. Bader down 21. Everyone was sleepwalking, but I still love our team. Yeah, but we'll be fine. We'll bounce back. It'll be okay. We just, again, AD got in foul trouble. Guys just didn't play defense. It was just awkward. We didn't seem like a real team out there today. Bounce back. Who do you think Lakers get last roster spot? I don't think they're going to get anybody. I think if they were going to get somebody, they already would. Hopefully, I would love if they signed a big man, especially going into the game against Chicago and Minnie. That would be nice, but we'll see. I knew it was going to be bad when we didn't start Braun at the end of the third, closed a 20-point game to 8 before the half, and then second half starts to go scoreless in the first 5 minutes to go down 17. Yeah, it was rough. But you also got to remember, it's LeBron's first game back. He came off the bench, probably on minute restriction, everything like that. So they probably wanted to save him. We got it to 8. You save him for the back half of that third, start him the fourth, and you win the game. That's the idea. I mean, LeBron didn't even play 30 minutes today. So Chicago came to play, caught Lakers sleeping. Yeah, basically. Maybe if LeBron would have set out this game, maybe the Lakers would have played harder. I mean, it's very possible, because you're trying to get LeBron incorporated, trying to get him his touches, all that stuff, letting him do his thing. And I'm sure it also threw it off. I'm sure Darvin Ham had a game plan, and then LeBron was like, I'm going to play today, and then that kind of just switches everything up. That's a real possibility. It's his first game back. I'd rather him come back now, get in a rhythm, have a bad game or two, and then get back to being LeBron, and we can go on a run here in these final, 7 games. That's what I'd rather do. Coach didn't prepare the team well. I mean, he very well might have. You got to keep in mind, like Sammy said it earlier, when you're throwing in another guy that has been out for 6 weeks or whatever it is, and it's not just some role guy. Talking about LeBron James. And Darvin Ham didn't know he was playing till literally the time the game started. So Darvin Ham could have had a full mapped out game plan, and then LeBron's like, I'm going to play, and that just changed everything. Right. So we'll see what happens on Wednesday. We'll see what the game plan is on Wednesday, what the adjustments are. He might, like I said, Darvin Ham might have had a perfect game plan, and it very well could have went out the window because it's like, okay, LeBron's playing, so let's get LeBron. LeBron had a terrible turnover that killed the momentum. We could have easily won that game by 15. Yeah, I mean, I can't really knock LeBron for this game. First game back, he was trying to force some stuff, absolutely, but it happens. This was just a bad game period. Other guys should have stepped up. It's hard to get anything going when your coach can't make correct lineups or your front office won't get a big. You can't say Rui wouldn't have helped when you don't give him a single minute. I'm not saying he wouldn't have helped. I'm saying he wouldn't have helped on the defensive end. He wasn't going to stop us scoring or stopped us from defending. Maybe he gets some more points, but our scoring wasn't the only issue. Very hard to win when a team is shooting that hot. It was like the NBA Jam, and they were on fire. Needed D'Lo to calm things down. Hopefully hit some shots. Yeah, great. I expect him to be back Wednesday. Monty does not deserve minutes over Rui. I hope Lonnie fans got what they wanted in the OKC game. But this is what happens when he plays more inconsistent ball movement and no defense. Yeah. Yep. AD got into foul trouble against Drummond. He better make up for that. Chicago wanted Rui to get some minutes. Get some game time, couple bad lineups today from Ham, and it happens. Let's brush it off and not overreact. Yeah, exactly. Bounce back. Darvin Ham was just trying. When your team's playing that bad, you're also trying to just scramble to find anything. I mean, you really are. Like, you're trying to do whatever you can to, you're hoping guys turn it around. I mean, that's what it is. Pick your poison. Do you just keep throwing different lineups out there and hope one of them works, or do you just stick with the guys and hope that they can figure it out? I mean, at some point, the players have to figure it out. So again, I never knock a coach for sticking with their guys. We get back Wednesday. Everything's going to be all right. Exactly. We'll be fine. Austin Reeves 5 turnovers. Yeah. I wish Rui got a little more burn. I do too. That's the only real knock that I had. I wish he would have done. Reeves shouldn't go in the starting lineup. We have too many playmakers in the starting lineup now with D'Lo, Braun, Reeves. If we do that, TBJ or Beasley need to start instead of Reeves. Agreed. I don't mind them keeping Beasley in the starting lineup with LeBron. Hopefully he catches fire, but you have to be able to make that adjustment quick. If Beasley starts the game 0-3 from 3, take him out. Get him out of there immediately. If he's 2 or 3 from 3, then keep him in. Let him keep going. Let's see if we can get him a 10-3 game, something like that. But yeah, you can't start Reeves. As it stands, what are your thoughts on the way Darvin Ham is coaching since these games are slim to none? You talking about in general? Because Darvin Ham has been great since we got the trade. He's been really good. He's had his blunders here and there, but he's been very good since the trade. Again, you don't have a number one defense, top 5 offense with LeBron, all that stuff, and you the coaching's bad. It just doesn't happen. This game, like I said, who knows what Darvin Ham's game plan was? He might have had a great game plan that won us the game. Somebody mentioned it earlier. Like, do I think that maybe guys would have played better if LeBron didn't play today? It's very possible. It's very likely. LeBron, we didn't know for like a week LeBron was going to be here today. It literally was, he's going to test his foot, and if it goes well in shoot around, he's going to play. So Darvin Ham didn't know what was going to happen until literally the game started. So, Darvin Ham, if you have a game plan, what are you going to do? You can't, because your game plan wasn't for having LeBron. And now LeBron's in, now you're trying to integrate him. Now you're trying to get guys involved. Chicago shooting the lights out. Guys can't get stops. Guys can't make free throws. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into this. So, last minute add, subtract into the rotation isn't going to end up a clean game and flow for anybody. Turnovers and lack of effort from the whole team blew this one. Exactly. There's not a quick fix lineup change that was going to save the day. Just bounce back. Yeah, exactly. Lakers were never going to win every game left. Exactly. I've said the same thing. Could they? Yeah, of course. But were they? No. It just doesn't happen. Guys lose games. Games like this happen. It doesn't matter if he has a positive plus minus. I kill momentum runs multiple times. Yeah. Reeves needs to be the energy and playmaker off the bench. Shouldn't start just because the fit is better on the bench. Yeah, agree. That's why I say it all the time. He's the best in that gap position. Keep him in that gap role. It sucks we have to marinate in this loss till Wednesday. Yeah, that does suck. I wish we had a game like Monday, but it's all right. It gives us time to work it out, get a couple practices in with LeBron, kind of build that chemistry. D'Lo should hopefully be back. It might actually be better that way. What is our seeding now? We are currently in 9th. But again, it changes every day. A couple losses today between now and Wednesday, and all of a sudden we're 7th again. So, it's hard to really know seeding right now. I mean, it's very, very likely going to come down to the last 2-3 games. I think this team is missing a guy like Gary Trent Jr. Would you trade him for Beasley and Max Christie first? I wouldn't trade him for all of that. Plus, he's a free agent, so you'd have to do a sign and trade. So, probably not getting Gary Trent. But, I mean, Gary Trent would be nice. I really wanted Gary Trent at the trade deadline. I love how plus minus becomes a useful argument tool for players we like and completely useless for players we don't. Exactly, which is why I always say you can't really trust plus minus. Does it tell you some of the story? Yeah. It doesn't tell you the whole story. Because plus minus isn't just about the individual player. It's not just about his individual impact. It's about the lineups, the players, everything that's going on, the other team. How are they playing in those moments? You'll see guys that you clearly saw play atrocious, and they'll be a plus 18. And it's just because they were playing great during that stretch. The Chicago Bulls weren't. It's just plus minus doesn't tell the whole story. But people love to be like, oh, this guy was a plus 30. And it's yeah, but you got to look at, do you know what all goes into plus minus? I feel a lot of people don't know what goes into plus minus, and they just look at the plus minus and go, oh, he's a plus 20. Why didn't he play 40 minutes? It's do you understand what all goes into that? It's fine, though. LeBron came back early. He's getting in a rhythm faster. We will be fine. Timberwolves will lose tonight. Yeah, we're good. It'll be all right. Troy needs to start at 2 with Braun. We need D'Lo back ASAP. What's happening with him? Seriously. I'm sure it's just precautionary. That's what it sounds like. He should be back Wednesday. Yes, Peace Benny. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Take a quick second. I would greatly appreciate it. Lakers have one of the easiest schedules right now. We need to take advantage of it. Agree. I'd rather not have LeBron play today. Lakers won in a row. Yeah, I mean, you can make an argument for that. Absolutely. The way I kind of look at it is I'd rather him come back now, get this game, get the next game or two, because it'll probably take him 2-3 games to kind of get back to being LeBron. I would rather him get those bugs out now, and then let's go win our last, 6 games. Let's go on a 6-0 run. And now we're the 6th seed, and now we're in the playoffs. That's what I would rather do. Plus, you need LeBron ready to go for the playoffs. Like the last thing you need is like, let's say LeBron comes back with like 3 games to play and he's just terrible those 3 games, and we need all 3 of those games. At least between now, we have 7 games left, right? So LeBron, if we lose to Chicago on Wednesday, now we know, okay, well, we need to win the next 6 games, or at least 5 out of the next 6. Now LeBron he's got 2 games under his belt. Hopefully that 3rd or 4th game, it just gives us a better idea of what to expect and how to approach it going forward. Rui is an average defender, no better. Levine was going past anyone we put on him. Doesn't help that we had Dennis on him for like 90% of the game. Yeah, it just was. It was one of those things. I hate situations like this. I feel it. If anyone puts this loss on LeBron, I truly don't get it. The only reason we pulled the game close at times was because of LeBron. Sure, our chemistry isn't there. Yeah, like I said, you can't blame LeBron for this. He just got back. He still had some solid moments. He had some blunders. He had some rough moments, of course, but that was expected. That was absolutely expected. I don't blame LeBron by any means for this game. Lakers defense was a letdown today. Yeah, LeBron played within the team's chemistry. If D'Lo played and AD wasn't in foul trouble, we would have won. I think we would have too. It's unacceptable that the big 3, one is always out and they're getting reps together. Yeah, that hurts. Darvin Ham really made us fools again. How can you play an inconsistent guard with Malik and Lonnie? Because we were just trying to score. The hope was that one of them would get hot, which Beasley did get hot at the end, but then we couldn't get stops. And the free throws, yeah. LeBron was fine today, and it's his first game back. All I'm saying is he had some devastating turnovers, yeah. Bull Center got ejected, and AD did not take advantage. I think he should have shot the ball more. Yeah, but we also have to get him the ball more. Yeah, Pat Bev got it done. He's going to be talking hella shit. He's going to be talking. And as long as Diesel back and Braun's foot responds well after this game, we should see a different outcome in a few days. I agree. We'll be all right. I think we win the next game. Thanks for the shout out. A big is a must. I agree. We do. We need it. We need a Black Panther. Tyler, I'm a hand defender, but lead was on him. That lineup with Reeves, Troy, Lonnie, Beasley, and Winnan was garbage. I mean, what else are you supposed to do? I mean, was it the best lineup? No. But you're trying to grasp at straws. They were running small, right? So, like, what do? Do you match them, or do you go with, like, Rui and try to go big? And they're shooting the lights out. Like, I understand Darvin Ham's logic of, like, we need, like, they're not killing us in the interior. They're killing us on the perimeter. So they're running 4 guards. We need to run 4 guards. And that lineup would have been better with AD in that position, but AD got into foul trouble. I don't really knock him for that. He was just trying to match what the Bulls are putting out. I feel like everyone's doing too much over this loss, honestly. LeBron just came back. Exactly. I'm with you. I don't like the AD slander, but I honestly think if he stays inconsistent and don't perform in the playoffs, I don't see why we shouldn't trade to a Brooklyn next year for Claxton and Bridges, etc. I mean, I trust AD. I mean, his defensive impact is also massive. That's something else. Tough loss. They shut the lights out. We got something for them next game. Yeah, exactly. We'll be all right. Wasn't going to play anyway because the game was too early, so it wasn't enough time for them to rehab his hip. Yeah, exactly. Do you think AD is fine because he jammed his finger? Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be fine. He's still playing through a foot injury. Like, that's something else that people need to take into account. Like so many people want Anthony Davis to play through injuries. I mean, he's playing through an injury that might require surgery in the offseason. Like, literally, like, he's playing through a real injury. This loss hurts because it was avoidable. Agreed. Braun played decent today, especially for first game back, and he did have defensive effort. Yeah, he was really good defensively. But yeah, Bridges ain't going anywhere. They love him in Brooklyn. Yeah, he's turned into like a star in the making over there. Dallas lost again to Charlotte, which is very helpful. Why didn't Ham play Rui? I don't know. I mean, probably just because they were going small. LeBron James is an overrated player. Yes, it is prime. Okay, let's stop. This might be the worst comment of the day. Congratulations. We need a big, but we'll manage. Realize that, and is Ham telling management that we're good? I mean, it's not really up to Ham either way, but I don't see them doing it. Getting the Covington treatment is bad. D'Lo will be back in a few games. The Lakers will be fine. Yeah, I agree. With the way Dallas and Utah are playing, we should definitely not miss the playoffs. But 6 seed is unrealistic now, especially if Golden State wins tonight. Yeah, I've been saying, like, is a 6 seed possible? Yes, but I think 7th, 8th seed is more likely the position that we're going to be in. Let's see. D'Lo's lack of availability is a problem. I mean, it would be nice if he played, but it's all right, Laker fans. Next game, we can win that game. Agreed. Have you seen those dudes on their home court? Need Ham to adjust that rotation. Yeah, we'll be fine. Clippers are going to fall out. Golden State will be the 4th or 5th seed. Yeah. The play D'Lo got hurt looked nasty. He practically did a split coin for a loose ball. At least I think that was the play. It very well could have been. I don't know. I don't know if that was the exact play or if it was something else. But yeah, like I said, he'll be back. He'll be right. Like if Vando is no-show offense and mid on defense, you play Rui. I mean, Vando's not there for offense, and like a mid defensive Vando is still better than Rui on the defensive and offensively Rui. Yes, I would have liked that. Lakers, if they beat Mini and the Clippers, they will be the 6th seed probably. I mean, it's still a possibility. I don't want people to get their hopes up. I think very likely we're looking at like the 7th, 8th seed. Again, y'all keep saying what Ham should have did, but y'all seeing the game from a TV screen, and Ham may be seeing something differently. Y'all like, yeah, I'd say it all the time. Coach Couches is just it drives me crazy. Like, right? Because I mean, again, we all think we know what should have happened or what could have happened. At what point do you hold the players accountable? Like, Darvin Ham isn't the one out there playing defense. Darvin Ham isn't the one turning the ball over. Darvin Ham isn't the one making shots. Like, a coach can only do so much. You know, people want him to call timeouts every time a team goes on a run. Like, there's not a coach in the league that does that. You know, because you blow through all your timeouts in the first quarter. You know, like at some point you got to let guys play. You got to let guys figure it out. Minnesota and the Clippers are a must win for the 6th seed, though. If not, we'll be the 7th to 9th. Yeah. I think if we beat the Clippers mini, we have a real shot. Hey, it happens. You're not gonna win them all. I wish every fan think like you. Like you can't blame coach for everything. He can only do so much. Exactly. I mean, I do too. I wish more people thought like I do. But I mean, I get it. Like people want somebody to blame, right? People always want somebody to point the finger at and say, "Oh, that's what it was," rather than just taking things for what it was. It was a bad game. One team played very well. One team didn't. It's as simple as that. It boils down to as simple as that. It's how it happens. So, things will be better balanced once LeBron goes back to starting lineup today. Just threw the team off, and it's part of the process. Yeah, I hate how it went back to LeBron will save us mode. They act like they can't function when he's not on the floor. I mean, that's part of the LeBron effect, though. They have to get back to Reeves and Schroeder off the bench for the scoring punch, and Reeves not on the floor as much with Braun now that he has proven that he's capable of scoring while on the ball. Yeah, I'm with you. I actually agree with that. D'Lo has to play Wednesday if they want to win. Agreed. How many shut the lights out games can we afford? I mean, there hasn't been a bunch of those. They've been pretty good lately. Dennis did good on offense and defense. Yeah, he was solid. He wasn't bad. Pat Bev's going to throw up like a rock starter like Fags. He absolutely is. Would Steve Nash help the Lakers as a shooting coach? Just wondering. I mean, maybe. It's hitting shots. Like everyone's got good form. Everyone's there. It's just, I mean, we've seen guys knock down shots. It's just, can they? Biggest issue is LeBron and AD playing made everyone feel like they could coast, which killed them. Yeah, rather than playing with that urgency. Let's see. Reeves played well. What y'all talking about in the chat? 13, 3, and 7 on 6%. Did have a lot of turnovers. So, yeah, I mean, he wasn't terrible. He tries to do too much at times. Or he has the last 2 games. That's my only thing. Let's see. Yeah, Golden State, who don't lose at home, they always show up despite sucking. I mean, Golden State is the defending champions, and we're a new team. They've been together for years. He didn't do it efficiently. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, trying to find something else. LeBron was fine. It'll be okay. We need to keep moving the ball, not playing slow, and set half court. That's the Bulls' way of play. We played their game. We did. Yeah, just got to bounce back. Let's see. Sorry, trying to find something to me. Let's see. I still don't know why we walk into these games like we are the one seed in a random game in January. It's almost playoff time, and we're fighting for seeding, and the whole team has no show. Yeah, I mean, you got to have that sense of urgency. It's really what it is. You got to have that sense of urgency. We can't play these lackluster games. I wonder if management is telling Ham to keep Beasley in because of his contract. I mean, it's possible. It's very possible. Levine is too damn good. Yeah, Levine. Hey, that's why he's the player that he is. Right? He's a guy that can just go get buckets. So LeBron's first game back, low minutes. In a month, calm down. They'll be fine. Bull, shut the lights off. Yeah, exactly. Ham is a rookie coach, having to deal with Westbrook injuries. He is going to make mistakes, and he never had a team at full strength plus new additions. Yeah, exactly. I think he's done a fantastic job considering all the circumstances that have happened this year. It's not like he's had a real shot this year. Let's see. I'm disappointed. I feel you, John. It was very disappointing. It would have been nice to get a game over 500, but hey, it happens. If they will lose to the Bulls in Wednesday, Thursday, it will be a very difficult spot to be in. Yeah, it will be, but gotta get the win. We have a couple days, figure it out. LeBron, kind of get back into the swing of things, get a couple practices, stuff like that will be good. Let's see. Let's see. That escalated quickly. Yeah. I'm impressed and very optimistic that Beasley shall shoot the lights out at Chicago. He picked it up. I'm hoping that that those handful of threes that he made at the end is a good sign that he'll pick it back up. Next year, the first half of the season, if we keep most of the players, play different lineups and figure out our top 9 unless injuries happen, play that way. Yeah. I mean, once we get a full season with guys under our belt, it'll help. Hey, I'd rather them blame me than blame Ham and everyone else, like blame one guy. First time, I'm fine with Lakers losing a game. Really don't want to meet Suns in the first round. Let us get the series under our belt first, then go from there. Yeah. Like, I want all the smoke regardless. But my only concern, because I've seen a lot of people talk about like, oh, I don't want to play the Suns in the first round. Problem is that like the 6th seed to like the 10th seed might be decided by one game, like literally. So the problem is like if you're the Lakers, like last thing you want to do is like, end up losing a game that now you're like the 9th seed when you could have been the 5th seed. And it's like, it's just my concern is just it gets too close at the end. Yes, he is. He's playing with that foot injury. I just think LeBron should have got the second Chicago game or Houston. Yeah, but I mean, you get this out the way. Hopefully, he plays better in Chicago and we're good. Ever since Tyler and I call 50 plus wins, Lakers have been super consistent. Yeah, facts. Look. Can't win them all, right, Sammy? I think if it's like this, we're 3-0 with the big 3 because we did not have D'Lo. We still are. Hey, we're still undefeated with a full healthy roster. So, with LeBron back and Austin Reeves is perfect off the bench, and Beasley is fine starting lineup. Yeah, that'll be all right. Shift away overly optimistic fans. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I'd rather that. Tyler never contributes enough to the wins, but always has a lot to contribute for the losses. What low-key hater caught him in 4K? He caught in 4K, Blucka. Everyone is blaming somebody. Yeah, facts. Teams lose games, even home games against mediocre opponents. It's how we respond. That's key. Exactly. It happens. Everyone loses games. Caught me in 4K. I just think it was a rusty game. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Those Caruso drawn charges were annoying as hell. Killed their momentum. That's true. AD wasn't in foul trouble, though. He only had 1 foul going into the second. There was no need to leave winning and to get dominated by Drummond's. I mean, but you can't play AD, though. Fool. What do? You play him 48 minutes? Like, he needs rest at some point. Let's see. Lakers are lucky. Mavs are losing because when they find their rhythm, they might knock Lakers out of the play, and they'll be fine. I'm not worried about the Mavericks. Fine, just give them at least 3 games, shake off the rust because it's a blessing. This guys believe. The new guys got used to playing AD. Yeah, I'm with you. What the hell are treehouse? Come to the treehouse. Don't miss the treehouse. But each loss hasn't been on him. It's been on not having a backup big for 3 weeks. Yeah, a backup big would really help. Turnovers and free throws, yes. It's LeBron's fault. Yeah. Everyone would find somebody to blame. Everyone pick your closest blame. I'm not worried. Lakers had blow out the Bulls. Everyone would have we win into championships. Good sometimes to see a team at its worst. You learn to win through losses. Exactly. Well said, Floyd. Thought we had it when Vu turned Volcano. Yeah, dude, when he got out, I was like, all right, good. It just continued to be downhill from there. Remember when Curry came back against the Lakers? We showed them out. It is like that this game. When LeBron comes back, bullshit lights. Like, yeah, I mean, again, anytime you're integrating a superstar, it's a lot harder than just like a role guy, right? I mean, you saw like Golden State lost their first 3 games or whatever with Curry back. So, and everyone thought that the Warriors are gonna run everyone out. Lakers, they lost the first game with LeBron. They'll bounce back and we'll be good. We do need a big man. I would love it. Shaq on a min for 50. I wouldn't mind that. He's still got the size. Having to make adjustments on the fly, all he had to deal with up to now was off new roster key players in and out of lineups. He doing quite well to have this team at 500. Agreed. Like I said, I think he's been great. And again, who knows what Ham's game plan was? He might have had a great game plan, and LeBron's like, I'm playing, and there that goes. So now you got to figure it out on the fly. It's all good. Get ready for next year. They'll be fine this year. D'Angelo Russell, if I was the Lakers, I will not give him a big contract. Not the way he is in and out of the lineup and not playing. I mean, you also got to keep in mind the Lakers are probably the ones making that decision. Bron is just coming back. Y'all expect him to be 100%. Exactly. What's going on, Jay? Great to see you. You meant ready for the postseason. That was my thought too. Said about the reason to play is for money. I mean, he's just being honest. I mean, that's facts. I ain't gonna knock a guy for that. I would have said the same thing, so I ain't ever gonna be mad at somebody. At least that we are still the 9th seed. If the Minnesota lose to the Timberwolves, we are still tied for the 8th seed. We have the tiebreak against the Pels, Thunder, and Golden State. Yeah. Just gotta bounce back, get some wins. Go win the next 3. I got fries that'll cross your eyes. I got the shakes that'll make you quick. I got the burgers. I just got burgers. This team needs a big guy for the playoffs. Bamba will be back for the playoffs, but we could use one right now. What's your mind when LeBron shoots a 30-foot late in the game? I'd rather see Beasley shoot 3-pointer rather than LeBron. I mean, in a tight game, I don't really want that. But in this game, I don't really care. Like, you're just trying to do anything you can to maybe get something going. I don't really mind it. Like that 3, either way, wasn't the difference. If it was like a 1-point game and LeBron could have put his head down and got to the basket, but instead settled for a 30-foot 3, then I'd be pretty upset. I'd be pretty mad. But in this situation, I don't care. I mean, yeah, could he have passed to Beasley? Sure, but let's see. One thing Vando needs work on is his touch around the rim. I would be working with LeBron all summer. Yeah, he does. He'll get there. He's 23 years old. If we don't make the playoffs, do you think we will make a deep playoff run? If we do make the playoffs, yeah, I think we have a real shot. I think we have a real shot to win the whole thing. But we'll see. We'll see. He did. He absolutely did. You should put out a vid on getting letter grades for the new guys that were traded and how they played in the time they were given under Coach Ham and Bron and AD. Yeah, I definitely want to do that once we get everything done and wrapped up. I definitely want to. Now that Bron has to score a record. I do believe seeing 7. Here, give me 1 second, everyone. One. All right, sorry about that. I'm on daddy duty, and my girls were telling me someone was at the door. It was just a package, so we're good. But yeah. Anyway, let's round up these last few questions, and then I gotta go back. Um, sorry, where was I? I was right here. Here we go. Lakers at full strength, healthy chemistry clicking. I don't see how a team can beat us. I'm with you. I am with you. We're still alive. We're fine. Lakers can only pay Reeves $50 million for 4 years. Yes, he can. Thai kids acting up. No, they're just letting me know. They're little. They're my little babies. This is a test of the EBS. What are your thoughts on Victor Wembanyama? I think he could be the next big thing. I think he could end up being a role guy. I mean, he's incredibly talented and gifted. I mean, you watch him play and you're just like, my God, this dude could be. I mean, this guy has all-time great potential. But what will he look like size-wise? What will the adjustment be for the NBA? Can he stay healthy, guys his size? We've seen guys have be derailed by injuries and stuff like that. He's really thin, really, he's got a lot of height to him. I think he has a world of potential. It's just will he live up to it? We got the next one, surprise Bron comeback, threw us off. Yeah, I really think that could have been a part of it. I really do. Don't like the rail thin legs, but the kid can play it. Tank for Wembanyama. No, I don't see that happening. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate all of you hanging out with me and doing this live stream. We'll be all right. We'll get back. We'll bounce back Wednesday, and all things will be right in the world again. But I appreciate all of you for hanging out with me. On your way out, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and I would greatly appreciate you. I will see